Today is the 6th of September. Now, it's not just any 6th of September, it's also week 13 in iRacing, and week 13 normally means that we get some new goodies and some new cars or some new tracks to play with, and today is no different. We have finally completed the GTP IMSA lineup with the Acura and the Porsche being added to the collection. We've also got the Ferrari 296 GT3, so it's the updated Ferrari, no longer running that 488 GT3, which is finally outdated and being pushed into the garage and never brought out onto track again. And lastly, we have the Super Formula car, which is basically Japan's answer to Formula 1. Now, Super Formula has two versions of their cars. They have two different power units. They have, I think, the Honda and the Toyota power units. The one being added into iRacing is the Toyota power units, not the Honda. So in today's video, we're just going to check out all the cars. There is also, I think, one new track being added, but I didn't purchase the new track yet. We're going to check out all of the new cars, just going to showcase them for you, what they look like, what they sound like on track. And we're just going to check them out so you guys get a bit of an early insight of them. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, if you want more iRacing videos, if you want update day videos, make sure to hit a like on the video and hit the subscribe button on my channel. So right now we are in the Acura at Daytona Speedway. So if you guys didn't know, Acura actually debuted the car this year at Daytona and they finished P1 and 2. Now the P1 car had a bit of controversy as it did manipulate the tyre PSIs. Different to what Michelin wanted them to. So yeah, kind of, I don't know what happened in the end. I think they still got a P1, but it wasn't the car that finished P1, it's actually the car that finished P2. But basically, Acura got P1 and 2 in their debut at Daytona. So without further ado, let's jump into the car. I'll do one warm-up lap, just obviously get the tyres and everything in order, and then we'll just jump into like a quick fly lap, and then we'll jump into the other different cars added in the update. Alright, here we go, coming up to the start-finish line. We are in full quali, so full attack mode, everything up to the maximum. We're on full push mode. The Acura has a really nice sound. I don't know if I prefer it over the Cadillac. I still think the Cadillac is probably my favorite. Braking hard into turn 1. Clipping that apex kind of tire wall. And then we're powering out of it. Yeah, I think the Cadillac probably still has the favorite sound of mine. I don't know how and why. Nice big lock up there because I'm an immensely good prototype driver. Normally I'm a GT driver, but hey ho. Coming up now into Sector 2 of Daytona's road course. Hard on the brakes again. Another hairpin. These are some very, very tricky hairpins. And obviously, you're in a prototype, so, you know, if you look to your left and right, you have nothing but absolute scaffolding. So you can't see anything, and you're relying on your spotter to... Nice big lock up there again. Good job, Met. You're relying on your spotter, basically, to give you any information about anyone around you, because, yeah, you cannot see absolutely anything. Now we're out onto the NASCAR oval section, coming up to bus stop, which is probably the trickiest corner on this circuit, but it's probably the nicest corner as well. Just a really nice flow to it. Up into 7th gear, braking hard before the 1, letting the car flow through. Probably really, really bad, but hey ho. And then we're out onto the home straight up until the start-finish line. So that is the Acura at Daytona. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of an insight to this car. If you're a fan of it, do let me know in the comments below. If you guys are going to purchase any of these cars, please let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to know what you purchase. And we are across the line. So yeah, I really like the Acura. It's a really kind of... It's a typical prototype. I don't really have much to say. It's a typical prototype. It's fast. The dash is really nice. I really like the dash. Compared to the Cadillac, I think the Cadillac is a bit of a more complicated dash. I really like this dash. It's simple. It's clean. It's not too all over the place. But yeah, let's go jump in the Porsche, and I'll see you guys over on the other side. My driver is extremely short. Let's give him a little boost. And now you join me in the Porsche 963 at Sebring. Sounds very different compared to the others, which is good, which is unique. We like that. So, as usual, let me go do a quick kind of warm-up lap before I spin into a wall and give you guys an immense display of what the car actually looks like. So yeah, let's go warm up the car and I'll catch you guys in a second.
A few moments later.
Oh! We'll edit that bit out. Okay, here we go. Round 2 now, coming up to Sunset Bend. Hopefully I don't bin the car this time. Let's take it a little easier, just in case. But yeah, Sunset Bend is an extremely hard and notorious corner, just because of how bumpy it is. You can see the cars like constantly steering and correcting. Over the start-finish line and straight into turn 1. Now, we can't change our deploy because I messed around with it too much. Coast into turn 1, very, very close up against the wall, and then straight into turn 2. Now, Sebring is a notoriously famous track. I think this year a huge pileup happened at this corner, where I think 3 or 4 probably GT prototypes crashed out, and I'm pretty sure if it was 2 Porsches that collided together. Anyway, I'll put the clip on screen just to show you guys what I mean.
Battle for the lead, and the lead is held up. Here's the opportunity, and there's a touch, there's another touch. And that is going to be off the circuit. A huge incident, and he's driven straight into the Porsche, and the other Porsche's gone over the top. Both Porsches are out. Both Porsches are out.
But yeah, it was absolutely crazy what happened there. But Sebring is an absolutely awesome track. They do the 12 hours of Sebring here, which they did on iRacing this year. Unfortunately, the split that we joined didn't have any prototypes. It was just GT3s, so it's a bit stale, but hopefully next year we'll be into a mixed split for sure. A lot of the prototypes have kind of code words for what, oh my god, big lockup. They have code words for what kind of mode or deployment they're in. So for example, if you're in quali for your MG UK deployment, they'll have like mode 4 and, you know, whereas on the Porsche this is really simple. On the dash you can see just below the gear it says no deploy, and if you change it to like quali or push or build or however you want it, it will show up there, which is a really nice feature. And everything else on the dashboard is really nice and clean. I think if I have a button bound I could get rid of the fuel level low as well, just like you do on the Porsche Cup cars. But the sound of this car is really nice too. This actually might be my favorite prototype car, to be honest. I definitely want to start driving prototypes more this season. Last season I was a bit scared to, and I just stuck to my GT3s and the LMP2. But that is a lap around Sebring, and we're over the start-finish line. So yeah, that's the Porsche 963, and that is both of the IMSA prototypes. So now the whole IMSA catalog is basically complete in terms of you have your LMP2, you have your LMP3, and now you have all of the GT prototypes. And now you also have the Ferrari 296 to go on top of that. So after this, we'll jump into the Ferrari 296. I'll show you guys a lap around that, the Super Formula as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the Ferrari. Alright, here we are in the brand new Ferrari 296 GT3 at Road America. Anyway, let's get a nice out lap. Let's get the tyres and car nice and warm. But it's really nice to see the Ferrari 296 in this game finally. ACC have had it for a good few months now, and I was kind of getting to that point now where, like, you know, iRacing, come on, the clock is ticking kind of thing. But yeah, we finally got there. As usual, let me get the car warmed up on the tyres just so we don't spin into turn 1, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, here we are coming up to the final bend at Road America. Now, just even on my outlap, I'm using currently the iRacing fixed setups, and this car handles like absolute trash. So I'm hoping when the setups come out, it really transforms the feeling of this car, but the sound just... That's probably one of the best sounding GT3 cars in this game. Probably up there with like the Audi Lambo V10. Down into turn 1. As you can see how much corrections I'm doing, the car just feels like absolute trash. But again, I think that's mostly down to the setups. So if you have played ACC, the Ferrari 296 has been on ACC for quite a few months now, so I've definitely played it over there, and it feels obviously very different due to it being a very different game in terms of force feedback. But the looks and everything is, I would say, like almost near identical, and it's really, really well done. I will give iRacing a lot of credit for their laser scanning of the cars, and I don't know how they do the audio, but the recordings of it and everything is really, really well done. Virtual rear cam working perfectly. It's just a really, really nice like cockpit to be in. Now we're coming up to the toughest bit of Road America, which is probably the carousel. And this car handles like absolute trash here. So let's try not to bin it and make a good impression of it. Now we're coming to the really sketchy flat out bit, especially in this fixed setup here, which is incredibly sketchy. Well, you know what? It's a nice time to explore the damage model on these new cars. Yeah, let's explore the.
Too much damage. We've got to fix it.
Yeah, I could have guessed that. Let's explore the damage. Yeah, Road America's only got like 3 more turns. I was practically there anyway. But yeah, all these new cars that have been added. Yeah, I think we'll call it a day there. Nice little 180 spin. All these new cars that added have been added with iRacing's new damage model. So all the bumpers and everything like that kind of fall off throughout damage and everything like that. You can lose your rear wing, you can lose kind of like pieces of carbon fiber on the side and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome to see, and I'm sure you'll see more of it from like the outside shots and stuff like that. But yeah, that's awesome. So that was the Ferrari 296 at Road America. Now let's jump into the last car for today, which is the Super Formula car, which I'm really excited about because I haven't purchased any Formula car in iRacing, so this is going to be a first for me. So yeah, let's jump into the Super Formula car. Alright, you joined me in the Super Formula Toyota at Okayama. Let's go get a nice warm-up lap done, and I will see you guys when I'm crossing the line. Alright, here we are, coming up to the final 2 corners at Okayama. Now, even just on my out lap, this is awesome. Super Formula is basically Japan's answer to Formula 1, and completely built in-house by Toyota or Honda, whoever's manufacturer that you choose to go with. These are awesome cars. These are awesome. Now, I haven't used the W12, so I'm a bit biased here in saying that this is just like the best car, but this is so much more cooler. And I think it's a bit more simple, to be honest with you, because obviously with the W12, you have all the brake magic and all the confusing kind of ERS, whereas here you basically just have the OTS system, which allows 200 seconds of additional fuel to be burnt. So think of it almost in like BTCC's push to pass, but like listen to the sound, it's awesome, and it's just basically a Formula 1 car. A bit more simple though, but you don't take away any of the speed or any of the aerodynamics. You have all of that. Yeah, this is awesome. And like I said, I haven't purchased any Formula cars in iRacing. This is my first one, but I think I will be playing with this car a lot more this season for sure. Nice, spun this one as well. There you go, just a nice view of Okayama. Thought I'd show you guys.
You've got wheel damage.
Now we're coming up to the final 3 corners in the Super Formula at Okayama. God, that turbo sound is so nice as well when you let go of the throttle. And here we are across the start-finish line. Man, awesome, 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 awesome. I recently switched over from ACC to iRacing due to ACC being a bit dull and not really having like a roadmap or any sort of progression or anything to look forward to. Whereas iRacing, they've kind of nailed it in terms of, you know, every few months they give you like an update, like, hey guys, we're working on this track, we're working on this car, we're going to bring you this, and you always have something to look forward to, like there's light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, I'm kind of like a new kind of iRacing convert, and I am so glad I've invested into this platform, because it's nice to see that the money that I'm putting in is actually being used for, you know, new cars, new tracks, new content for all of us to use. But yeah, I do stream a lot of iRacing over on my Twitch. If you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description below. All of my other social medias are also in the link below. Feel free to check those out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to see more iRacing videos, if you guys want to see more iRacing update videos of new cars and content they bring, make sure to drop a like on it and hit subscribe on my channel. Thank you guys for watching today. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you again, and peace.